Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Apexseal Detonator. Just thought I'd do a bit of an update in regards to the freaking Q45 and a few other things that have been happening in the Sunnybank Hill lifestyle, I guess, if you want to call it that. So I managed to get the turbo, Pulsar turbo, on the Q45. It's a V-band turbo, it's brand new, and it came with a .82 rear housing. However, I changed it and I put my 1.01 rear housing on that I originally had on my Patrol, if you remember that car. So yeah, it doesn't sound too bad actually. It spools up really quickly. I haven't taken it for a run yet, but what I'll be doing within the next couple of weeks, I'll get a turbo beanie for it. Obviously have to put a dump pipe on the exhaust and a few other little things, and then yeah, take it for a little run, maybe up the road. I'll get a permit and all that sort of stuff, so should be fun. It's changed spots now. It's no longer on those ramps. I took it off there a couple of weeks ago, so I've just put it here for now, and I will show you how it looks and sits as we speak. So no dump pipe yet. I'm still contemplating whether or not I'm going to. I've actually made a hood exit. I'm not sure if I'm going to cut this bonnet up. However, these brand new struts that I got, I'm a bit disappointed because I noticed my bonnet bending a little bit. So I think these things have just got too much pressure in them. But anyway, in regards to this, pretty straightforward. I've got that cover on there just to protect it from getting shit in there. That's brand new, 3582R. That's a second-hand 1.01 rear. Dual V-band, so I can rotate it. Pretty much everything fit, except for the bottom return line connection, which I had to get another one. Only issues I've had so far, which is not a major thing, is this blowing out here, because that thing makes a lot of boost fast now. I've only got it set to a 4,000 RPM limiter, or 4.5, but that popped out a couple of times. So yeah, I'm going to have to either put a bit of a face around it so it doesn't do that anymore, or weld a couple more dabs on there. But that's where we're at with the Q45 at the moment. In regards to the blue Rx8, the one with the 4-port auto in it, I've been doing a bit of experimenting and been using the Forward Scan app, which is pretty cool in regards to removing pats and a few other little things. So yeah, did a bit of experimenting, ran my 6-port ECU, which here's a demo of it right now, in the 4-port Rx8, and it sounded like a 2-stroke motorcycle, which was cool. Went into gear and all that sort of stuff, but definitely wasn't happy. So now it's got the 4-port ECU back in it, and it seems to be a little bit happier, so I can't complain there. As you can see, it's sort of been converted into a bit of a Christmas themed vehicle. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Renaissance had a very shiny Apexseal rotor housing until the Apexseals decided to come and play. Oh, I don't know if that's the case with this, but yeah, it's still pretty much the same, guys. I took the back seat out just to have a look to see if there's any fuel leaks, so that's got to go back in. And also, if we go under here and have a bit of a look, see, you can see the 3-inch pipe coming out there. That's got to be trimmed back. And then I'm going to be putting a muffler, single muffler, out to one side here. So that's that one really. Nothing to show you under the bonnet because it's the same, literally. The only thing I will have to pop the bonnet anyway, so I might as well do it. What I'll have to do is, because I've only got one correct cranking amp battery at the moment, that has to be transferred over into that, which will be the next thing that I'll show you guys. So hold on tight. I'll be right back. So in regards to the red RX8, sorry about that, bit of a freaking mozzie bite or something. It's been off the road for a little while now, since the 14th of November. So where am I at with this car? I'll give you a bit of a look. It no longer has the twin exhausts. I've taken them off and I've fabricated up a muffler and a single pipe. That's 3.5 inch. I'll just see if I can get into there to zoom. Yeah, there we go. That's just a muffler I had laying around, 3-inch muffler, and that is the factory setup there. So that just pretty much goes straight in. So I can put a standard factory setup back on. I haven't modified anything in regards to that, and then I just made a couple of custom hooks to go underneath this pipe to hold it up. And what else? The car has a different ECU in it now. It is a tuned ECU that's been customly remapped, if you want to call it that. It's been remapped by a person by the name of Roland Varga in Sydney. His business is called Roland Wangle Garage. He's been dealing in RX8s for a long time. He's also part of the RX8 Cup. Da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. So what I wanted to do, I thought to myself, I'm on a budget at the moment. Times are tough in Australia. I don't have the money to take this engine apart and Bridgeport it. As much as I'd love to, I just don't. So what's my next option? I spoke to him and he said, I'll do you a good deal, I'll look after you. I'm not going to tell you how much, but if you go on his website or on his Facebook page, you can get into contact with him. He can do the same thing for your car. Basically, my Bridgie has cost me a lot less than a actual Bridgeport would be to rebuild it. And I've got the best of both worlds. I've got the sound, which is not too bad, and I've also got the drivability, so I don't lose the low down power, which is great. A few little things in regards to the tune. It still has to learn itself a little bit, because Roland does prefer to get these cars on the dyno. However, I'm 1,000 k's away, so I couldn't do that. But yeah, he set the temp, the coolant temp or the fan temps at 90, which is a common thing because they tend to lose power if they come on too early and the engine's too cold. I'm going to do a bit of trial and error with that. However, I'm still going to leave my override switches. I'm going to have to put them back in because my VersaTune was tuned to 84. So I specifically told him to tune it the way he does it anyway, because I want to see the difference in between the two temps to see if they actually do go better when they're like 91 degrees rather than 83 or 84. I probably would say, I would dare say they probably do, because he does tune the cars for the RX8 Cup as well. So, but anyway, what I need to do is I will get the battery out of this blue car and then give this thing a bit of a start, and you can have a listen. So the battery's hooked up. It doesn't, oh, you'll hear it anyway when it starts. It doesn't grab when it's cold. And I've taken that off at the moment because I'm experimenting with different size nets for the intake. However, I'll probably put that back on soon, and once I get the car registered initially, I'm going to be driving it with my other ECU, my Versatune one. As you can hear, it's starting to now. I'll wait till it warms up and then give you a bit of a listen. You'll hear a bit of a pop because I've disconnected the battery. So with the popping, it has to relearn itself its fuel, short-term fuel trims. But yeah, it's not actually even near warm yet. So I'll get back to you again, say in a couple of minutes. That's at 72 degrees at the moment, and AFR is 14.6. Still a slight pop here and there, but yeah, what's the temperature? 85 at the moment. So as you can see, yeah, the tune set up, which is 91 degrees on the coolant fans. They haven't cut in yet. Once they cut in, because I've got that to the side, that will run funny because the fan will be blowing air into there, but that's not on yet. So, but if you rev it, if you give it a rev, as you can see, that fan is on now and the car is idling completely differently. It has to relearn because it's getting excess oxygen. Hear that? See how it's learning? That sounds pretty wicked, but I'm going to turn it off because the temp's up there a little bit. But anyway, that's it. You smell it really, really rich. So I wanted to do that anyway because it's been sitting a little while, It needs some heat into it to burn away all the crap. So this is very important. If you've been watching Rad lately with his turbo setup and all that sort of stuff, if this is not set up correctly, you're going to have idling problems galore. Something I need to do eventually is to do an ECU reset, and that combined with letting it relearn for about 20 minutes. But I don't want to do that yet, because if you have a look, I've got all these cars here at the moment, and I don't have rego on the RX8. Once it's got rego, what I plan on doing is ECU reset, self-learn, go for a spirited drive with this BRAP tune, and I'll have my bypass switches in there as well. But I mean, today's going to be like 36 degrees, so I don't really care that I don't have rego. So yeah, but I thought it was pretty cool, you know, for a set amount of, like a set price. I've got the ECU tuned. It has an IMO delete on it, so I can put it into any RX8 6-port, which is cool. And it braps. I mean, it may not be exactly like an old school brap, but it braps. So I've saved a lot of money. It runs good. It's not lean, and I've known a few people now that have that same tune in their car. They've never had any issues, because Roland knows his stuff. Even when it was popping, I sent him a video at the start. I'm not going to show you any of that stuff, guys, because I've made that many videos on this, which I have decided not to put into this particular video. It was just popping like crazy, bang, 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 bang on every brap. And he goes, it's your map, your airflow, 100%. And I said, you reckon? And he goes, 100%. Put a stock airbox on it, or remove that pipe like I did, because what's happening is you're getting turbulence through there, and that's changing everything. However, another thing, like I said before, they do self-learn. So realistically, I don't want to put a stock airbox back on it. Roland offers a whole heap of excellent after support after you purchase something. He said you can send the ECU back down and I can fiddle with it a bit. I thought to myself, no, because you know what, I put the stock airbox on it, or that setup, and it's not bad. It's a pop, occasional pop, probably because it hasn't been driven as well for a long time, and I've been taking the battery on and off. So what I'll do, yeah, when it comes time, I'll put the whole intake back on and go from there. And then the good thing about it is I've got my Versatune ECU, so most of the time I'll probably drive with my Versatune, and then if I want to go to a show or something like that, have some braps, chuck this one in. I don't need my I don't need my other app to do the pats on this, because this is unlocked. And then I have my Versatune ECU, which is actually only for this car anyway, so it's just plug and play, which is what I want. Just simple. Undo, turn it off, turn it on, bang, ready to go. So in saying that, guys, that's it for me for now. That's where I'm at with a lot of the stuff. Rego for the RX8 coming soon. Exhaust system, full exhaust system for this coming soon. Downpipe or hood exit and turbo beanie coming soon as well. And yeah, I reckon we'll leave it at that. See how I'm feeling over the next few days. I've just recovered from like being really sick. Throat's a bit sore still. Might chuck another video up before the end of the year, but if I don't, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But I'm sure I will. Take it easy, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, and get onto my Facebook page, Mazda Rx8 Australia, Rotors, something like that. I keep forgetting all the time, but there's 2,000 members now, so from all over the world. So if you want to know something about RX8, there's someone on there that's going to know, put it that way. Take it easy, keep rubbing. Bye.